Welcome to your enrolment session for Hervey Bay State High School. We acknowledge Australia's Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, the traditional custodians of the land, waterways and skies. We thank you for caring for and sharing the land we play and learn on. We pay our respects to our elders, past, present and future, as we meet on Bachelor country. At Hervey Bay State High School, we pride ourselves on three core values: safety, respect, and learning. Our daily routine begins at 9 a.m. and finishes at 3:05 from Tuesday to Friday. On Mondays, classes finish at 1:10 p.m. Each day, students attend a form or an assembly for the first 10 minutes of roll marking and notices, before four 70-minute sessions of learning as well as recess breaks. On Mondays at 1:10, when students go home, teachers join together to collaborate in designing and creating amazing units of work for students at our school. It is important that each student is prepared for their learning by bringing a book for each subject, an iPad or BYO device, their student diaries, a pencil case stocked with resources, and items for elective classes like swimwear, as well as your water bottle and your school hat.
One of the ways we support our students at Hervey Bay High is through a case management system. Each student has a case manager, and you can find out who yours is through looking at the timetable in the top right-hand corner. You're able to contact your case managers in a range of ways, but email is the preferred method should you have anything to discuss about your students' well-being or academic results. Your student's case manager will introduce them to positive behaviour for learning in Hervey Bay High. One of the ways we do positive behaviour for learning is through a tiered system. All students begin at a level 4 and are able to submit level change forms in weeks 3 and 7, in which their teachers sign saying what a great job they've done in their classrooms, and they're able to attend incentive days. The behaviours are all structured around our code of character, which ensures that students are learning to learn, are using grit, tenacity, and perseverance, as well as self-regulating their behaviours so that they're behaving responsibly and safely in their classroom spaces. Students who achieve well are invited to incentive days, are rewarded with popcorn movie days and drinks vouchers, just to name a few. We are keen to reward success. So as well as incentive days, we have rewards for exceptional attendance. We also have rewards for positive classroom and outside of the classroom behaviours. These are called Pelican Points. Pelican Points are an online reward system where students can accrue up all of their points and cash in for things such as canteen vouchers. Other students prefer to save their Pelican Points until they're in senior, where they can put some of their credits towards their senior jerseys. We're really proud of our culture of active learning, safety, and respect. In order to maintain this, we have a zero tolerance to certain types of negative behaviours. For example, physical assaults can result in a 10-day suspension. And if students are caught vaping, then it could be a 5-day suspension. We don't like suspending anybody or handing out negative consequences, but it is never okay to engage in verbal misconduct against students and staff or to bring prohibited items on site. Persistent bullying behaviour, as well as persistent disruptive behaviour, can also result in suspension. We have a host of people ready to support your student. Not a single learner at Hervey Bay High should feel that they ever have to go it alone in their academics or in their social emotional well-being. You can see Scout on screen right now. She is perhaps our most popular support staff member, but we have chaplains, youth support coordinators, guidance officers, case managers, as well as principals and deputies who are ready to help your students succeed. We believe in education with heart, and there are plenty of opportunities to engage in the school community. One of these is through our student leadership program. Any student can apply to be a leader. These leaders are responsible for setting up and hosting events and programs across the school calendar. It is our hope that these student leaders not only develop their capacity, but give back to the community, allowing others to find their hidden talents and strengths. Our programs of excellence also develop student capacity in the areas of their interest. Currently, we have APEX Maths and Science, APEX English and Humanities, as well as a range of academies that students are able to apply for. Being a part of student leadership is being a part of the inner workings at Hervey Bay High. Students meet every Tuesday to work together to make our space something that shines above all else. They get to determine what things will be presented to Hervey Bay High in the future. There is a leadership conference, and our student leaders currently work with primary schools to sow into their futures as leaders from as early as year 5. There are a lot of ways to get connected to your e-learning. We are a BYOX school, so you're welcome to bring in your own device and have it connected to our internet. We have plenty of computer labs, and your student will be provided with their own email and internet user account for their school use. By having access to these things, your student will be able to engage in their electronic textbooks and digital learning opportunities. All of the information is provided on our website, but you might want to opt in to either the BYOX program or the iPad loan scheme that is currently available for Year 7s. Speaking of devices, we are a no mobile phone school. If your phone is in your possession, it needs to be off and out of sight. Parents and carers, you are welcome to contact the school in order to speak to your student or relay a message. If students do use phones, they can be confiscated, and parents and carers have the responsibility to come and pick the device up. Lost, stolen, or damaged phones are not the responsibility of the school. Please read our uniform expectations carefully. Several things are banned because they are safety hazards. For example, hoodies, excessive piercings, and shoes that do not cover the student's entire foot. If there is a day where a student cannot wear all black shoes because, let's say, they're wet from the night before, or their jumper that has the school logo on it because it's in the wash, then we ask that you provide a note. This note will then be given to your student's case manager or their form teacher, who will fill out a red slip. Your student will be expected to attend uniform detention to have their red slip signed. Without a note, your student will have to stay in Recess 1 uniform detention for the entirety of that lunch period, being allowed out to have their snack as well as go to the toilet and get a drink before they attend their next session. To make sure that you meet these expectations, our uniform shop is open Monday to Friday from 8 and again Wednesday afternoon from 3. You'll find the uniform shop close to our canteen, accessible from Old Maryborough Road. Students are able to purchase breakfast, Recess 1 and Recess 2 from our canteen that carries a range of delicious items, from hot foods to sandwiches to sweet treats. Fast passes are issued to students who are members of the leadership team or who are attending lunch and learn programs. They can duck in, get their lunch quickly, and head off to have some fun. Most of our school community chooses to access their students' learning resources through our student resource scheme. There are 2 reasons for this. One is that it is a cost-effective alternative to purchasing your own resources for subjects such as hospitality or home economics, and our INTAD programs such as woodwork and metalwork. This resource scheme also provides your students with textbooks, access to printing materials, and things like science experiments. It doesn't include excursions, camps, for which a letter will be sent home, and you will be asked to provide additional costs for these curriculum or non-curriculum related events. The other reason people choose to use the resource scheme is that you can make a one-off payment or can enter a payment plan and pay your students' learning resources off over time. At Harvey Bay High, we mark roles in each lesson. The first form session or assembly session of the morning will trigger an SMS text message to any parent or carer whose student is not in attendance at school, if you haven't already called the absent line. Please reply to this message and let us know. An attendance officer does track unexplained or unauthorized absences, and we will be in touch with those parents and carers if we do notice unexplained or unauthorized absences for your student. We welcome the ability to connect with you. So as well as letting us know if your student is sick or away on holidays, or if there are other social and emotional issues interrupting their attendance, we would love to hear from you. Likewise, you can contact us for academic reasons. You're welcome to email your teachers and/or case managers. Phone contact is also welcome, but may have a delay, and you will have to leave a message in most instances, as case managers and teachers are often in the classroom. We have student diaries that have absentee and teacher notes and can be an effective way of communicating back and forth. Please follow us on our Facebook and check in on our website. There's also the Q Parents app and Compass. Parent letters and text messages are often sent as well, in regards usually to exciting things like excursions. We have amazing extracurricular activities at Harvey Bay High. As well as leadership team, we have our seasonal sports, arts performances, and plenty of fundraising events across the year. Our homework club happens every Thursday afternoon, and our own teachers volunteer their time to help your student achieve success in their academics. We pride ourselves on our lunchtime activities program. Cattle club, chess club, robotics club, fitness classes, as well as esports in the eHub occur weekly, daily, just to name a few. This is what our Lunch and Learn program currently looks like. Recess 1 is a very busy time across Harvey Bay High, where students find themselves connecting based on interests and making new friends. With so much going on, it's time for you to join in the fun. We look forward to seeing you after your enrollment is complete.